Hello everyone, my name is Appleguy, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokémon Emerald. In the previous video, we stepped outside of our house for the very first time after being crowned the champion of the Hoenn region, and we ended up capturing a legendary Pokémon right here on Route 110. In today's video, we're going to be taking a peek at 3 things that are now available to us after becoming the champion, starting with the final room of the Trick House. Okay. Where could he be hiding today? I did not pull up the Trick House guide, so I do not know where he is, but he has to be around here somewhere, surely. It's not possible for him to hide much else. There we go. Ha! How did you know I concealed myself beneath this cushion? You're sharp. You've come to challenge my Trick House, haven't you? That's why you're here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Consider your challenge accepted. Enter through the scroll here and let your challenge commence. Alright, so this is the 8th and final Trick House room, and it is going to be the final one of them all. It's a very normal Pokemon sliding puzzle. We've seen a billion of them, and this one is available to us because we are the champion. Consider yourself lucky to be battling me. Lady, you're battling the literal champion of the Hoenn region. It's, yeah, it's definitely an honor. Kira, spelled wrong, I want to say it's spelled wrong, is our opponent today. I'm leading with Greeper, mainly because I feel bad. Greeper did a really good job in the... Oh, a freeze. Hey, way to pop off, Greeper. Greeper did a really good job in the... Okay, it was a one-turn freeze. Never mind, I take it all back. Greeper did a really good job in the Elite Four and Champion battle, and yet, unfortunately, he did not get to achieve 100 HP points, so I'm going to be fixing that today. We're going to be getting it to 100 HP, level 47, because Greeper deserves it. Truly, truly, Greeper deserves it. So we're going to make it happen. Except if Lairon keeps using Protect. That's not really great. So yeah, the Trick Room is the final Trick House arrangement. It is really not worth it. The reward is absolutely garbage, so consider passing it if you're not a purist like myself. Although even I'm not going to show off everything in this game. Oh my gosh, using a full restore? You 4? That's lame as heck. I'm probably not going to show off like the trainer tower or whatever it's called in this game because I don't know how to do it well. I'm really not sure how I'm going to cover the battle frontier. I don't know if I'm going to do battle tents either. But I'll probably do a, Greeper, okay, honestly, you don't deserve level 100. Can you hit a shot for once in your miserable existence? I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Newt will fix this. Newt always fixes this. And Newt's gonna get a level up. If only it was you, Greeper. If only, if only. Yeah, I'll show off, Pokemon contests, though. I do have contests on the list of things to do. 151 HP for Newt. That's pretty swell. Manectric will switch to Damascus, and we'll just build a rollout. Or I could have switched to Libra and done an Earthquake as well. But, you know, we're trying to finish this rather quickly. We've got a lot of stuff to show off today, so we don't want to be wasting our time. You really hit a Thunder in 2023. That is silly. That is silly. Thunder is not a move that generally hits. You hit 2 Thunders back to back. Man, I'm a retired Pokemon battler. I just want to like farm the rewards. I want to travel and spam max repels and like pick up items. Like I don't want to do any of this. This is not enjoyable. I'm retired. I will say, I'm very much so looking forward to the next game we're going to be playing. That is something I'm very, very hyped about. Alright, down goes Kira. This isn't right. I can't lose. Ah, but you did. Alright, let's go ahead and use a gosh darn revive on Greeper. And we'll use one on Damascus. Even though they don't deserve it, really. They should have done better, but that's fine. We'll pretend like they did well. And we'll go ahead and full heal, or, I almost said repel. Hyper Potion on Damascus as well. Okay, so This will allow us to get to brand new areas. Let's see, how are we going to want to navigate ourselves? How about like this? And we get to read the scroll. Perfect. This, of course, grants us access to leaving this place, because we can't leave without the secret scroll identifying a passphrase. Now we have it. Okay, and, you know, I guess we'll take this. A bead mail. Bead mail. Okay. And I think we're gonna... Let's see. Yeah. How would we go about skipping what we want to do? Can we skip what we want to do? Nah, I don't think we can. So, oh yeah, we need to, unfortunately, talk to this guy. Not many trainers have made it this far. I'm the champion. For the sake of time, I went ahead and cut out that battle, but Greeper did not get the level up. Instead, we actually saw Flatbird get a level up to level 50. You've been slugging through the Trick House Challenge too. I've been kind of rocking it and dominating it and just kind of rolling, but sure. Here we have Leroy. Last name, probably not Jenkins. And a Mawile is like a steel type, so I don't know. We'll just use Will-O-Wisp, I guess. And then maybe Curse if that deems itself to be necessary. I'm going to get Greeper gosh darn glasses. I get that Greeper has one eye and one eye only, and therefore has absolutely terrible depth perception. But try a little bit, especially when we're dealing with enemies that will inevitably use a full heal or a full restore. I don't want to see us have to do this time and time and time again. So let's just do a little bit better in the future. Yeah, we might, actually we're going to curse this because I don't stockpile one. Lol. I'm going to use curse because I don't want to have to deal with this battle. I just want Greeper to get to 100 HP, level 47, and then we may never see Greeper in the series again. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be rude to Greeper. But, you know, definitely not our most reliable of teammates with HP. You know who's surprisingly reliable at taking a hit? Well, two are Pokemon that really surprised me. Aphrodite is pretty darn good at taking a hit. And we've also seen Flatbird do surprisingly well in combat as well. Just taking these, you know, large, super effective hits. I see the moves pop up, and I'm like, oh lordy, this ain't gonna be good. And then it turns out fine. Really impressive. Speaking of being impressed with Aphrodite, let's send out Aphrodite for the Thunderbolt of it all. And a casual Confuse Ray. You know, I was confused last battle as well. You wouldn't know because I cut it out. But I was in fact confused for a while. And these Pokemon really love to hurt themselves in confusion. Like I always like to say, you know, it's only ever me that gets hit with confusion. Aphrodite did snap out after one turn, though, which is pretty darn exceptional. But yeah, I mean, next time I play a Pokemon game, whenever that may be on this YouTube channel, no confusion allowed on my Pokemon. Creeper up to level 47. Hooray. HP to 100. Down goes Leroy Jenkins. Next Pokemon I'm going to move to the front spot is probably going to be Newt, because Newt is our starter Pokemon and can pretty much roast and toast everything. Alpha wrote down the secret code on the door. Trick Master I love. I do not. Okay, Trick Master, I beat all 8 of your puzzles. I'm your superior. What do you give me? Ack, you made it to me? You're sharp. It took me all night polishing floors. You're above me in greatness. Possibly. But what should I do? My fountain of ideas for tricks has run dry. Perhaps it is time I tour the country on a quest to devise new tricks. I hate to admit defeat, but you've bested me. Still, you must have been reeled by my charisma for you to visit me again and again. Yes, you must have, but that has nothing to do with my losing. In recognition of the friendship between you, the Driven, and the genius that is myself, I demand that you take this keepsake. Actually, there are 2, a red tent and a blue tent. Which do you prefer? Give me the red one, I guess. What do you do with a red tent? Well, you put it in a secret base. I'm leaving on a journey of discovery, a quest in search of new tricks. I wish that you will one day visit and entertain me again. And now, farewell. He busts through the ceiling, and we will never see him again. For real, we do 8 trick houses, and our reward is a item for the secret base. I think it's a little lame. It might have been cool. You know, I'm just kind of riffing here. By the way, we're heading now to Route 103. But it might have been cool if instead of giving us that kind of semi-like lousy item, they could have given us... Where is Route 103? It's right here. Okay. They could have given us the ability to have the polished floors. So that way we could make our own little sliding puzzles in secret bases. That's really the only trick house puzzle that I can see being well translated to sort of like a maker style of what am I trying to say here? You know how like they have Super Mario Maker? It could be like Super Trick House Maker, right? And then you can put like sliding floors. That's really the only thing I can imagine working. Okay, here we have da-da-da-da. This is Altering Cave. This is a cave with nothing in it but Zubat. But there are legends that rare Pokemon appear in this cave. Those rare legends are false. There's literally nothing in this cave but Zubat. And if you're wondering why there's nothing in this cave, well, it's theorized, I believe, potentially confirmed, that Altering Cave was going to be used for, like, distribution events, and it never ended up happening. Typical. We've seen that happen time and time again with the Pokemon series. Pretty much after, I think, Gen 5, they kind of transferred over to doing, like, internet releases. So instead of being like, go to your local Toys R Us and get this item for, like, the Darkrai event in Platinum or whatever, they're just like, yeah, download the DLC. So, you know, this was sort of one of the last instances. Actually, it was not one of the last instances. They did it a lot. But Altering Cave on Route 103 is another example of a sort of failed promise of the Pokemon Company to the players. So you're left with Altering Cave being real empty. Next up, we're going to Route 114. If I can find that. I believe it's to the right of Falarbor. Yes, it is the left of Falarbor. My apologies. We're going to visit the Hoenn Maniac. Right smack dab over here. It's cool to visit these places we haven't really considered lately, but like Oldale Town. But if we go into here... Hello? If you make a Pokemon dig inside the cave, you'll be returned to the entrance. Okay. What do we have here? We have a long stretch of cave. Oh, the repel wore off. I don't know if there are probably Pokemon in this area, so I'm going to pop another repel so we can continue forth. Fossils are so wonderful. It's so dreamy. He dug a cave. Oh, it's not safe that way. I was digging away, you see, when the whole wall collapsed. I think there's a giant cavern underneath now. But I've left it alone because I don't think there are many fossils in there. I'm the champion. Out of my way. The desert underpass has been expanded, I believe. I think we've already been through the desert underpass to get from one side of the mountain to the other. But if we continue this way, we should be able to go underneath the desert for real. The desert that is just north of Watson's gosh awful city. I think we're seeing some of the sand right here, right now. No need for the go-go goggles underground. Let's see if we can't find what we're looking for. The root fossil. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. If you travel all this way, you can find yourself the fossil that you did not pick up in the desert. There was the claw fossil corresponding to Anorith, and the root fossil corresponding to Cradilly. And whichever one you didn't pick up gets left behind. However, we are now able to claim the other one. So if you were in the market to get both fossil Pokemon, you are not my flyer, you're my flyer, then you can take this other fossil, head to Rustboro City, climb to the top of the largest building in town, right over, it's actually up and to the left, I believe. Here we go. Climb to the top of Devon Corporation, and you will be able to revive yet another Pokemon from the fossils. But yeah, that is the 3 things I wanted to show off today. I believe next time we're going to be heading to a place we have barely checked out, once for a story event, otherwise not really. And we're going to be encountering the absolute toughest trainer that we're ever going to see in this video game, and we will not be winning against them. But we will do our best to try. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for now. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me. and you guys spread my videos around. And I'll catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.